I'm going to take you step by step through the process of protesting your taxes in Denton County. My name is Logan Walter. I'm a top 1% local realtor, and I get this question all the time. You've received a notice of appraised value in the mail and you feel like the valuation is too high. Now what? The answer is it's time to protest. Now, why should you protest? Why does it matter? Here's why. Your mortgage payment is made up of 4 parts: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Assuming you're on a 15 to 30 year fixed rate mortgage, your principal and interest will stay the same throughout the life of the loan. However, your insurance premiums may go up or down over time, so talk with your insurance company about bundling home and auto, trying to keep those insurance premiums down. And your taxes may also be variable over time, depending on how the county values your home. So that appraised value number that you received in the mail on your notice of appraised value determines how much taxes you will pay, and therefore protesting that number down can help your mortgage payment from going up quicker than it should. So we're going to talk about that tax protest process. Also, stay till the end of the video to find out the easiest way to save on property taxes without even protesting. Okay, let's take it step by step. Step 1, get comps for your home. Comps are comparable homes. Typically, you want them to be within 200 to 300 square feet. You want them to be in the same subdivision, and for the purposes of a protest, they need to have closed in the previous year. Now, Texas is a non-disclosure state. That means that closed sale prices are not available to the public. Fortunately, I'm a realtor and I can get those comps for you in the MLS. All you have to do is go to loganwalter.com/tax-form and fill out the information, and I'll get those comps to you. If you're having trouble with the link, I've included it in the description of this video. This is a free service I provide. All I ask is this: when you go to sell the house, give me a call, allow me a chance to interview to show you what I do to get homes sold for top dollar. You don't have to hire me. You can still hire your friend down the street who's a realtor. I am a top 1% local realtor, so I just ask for a chance to show you what I do to get homes sold for top dollar. Also, if you have any friends in the area who are thinking of buying or selling this year, I'm a referral-based realtor. I'd love to get connected with them. Now, for the comps, I'm going to send you photos, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, closed sale price, all the information for every house that sold in your neighborhood the previous year. Now, why do I send all of the homes? 2 reasons. Number 1, you know your home best, so you'll be able to look through those photos and see which homes are actually comparable to your home. As you're looking through them, keep in mind that the appraiser likes to see homes that are within 200 square feet and 5 years of the year built, if possible. You're wanting to find the lowest priced homes that meet that criteria. The second reason I'm going to send you every home that sold in your neighborhood is because you are going to request that the county send you the comps that they used to determine the value of your home. We'll talk about that later in the video. For now, you may need to see the homes that they used to justify your value. Once they send you the addresses that they used to find the value of your home, you can go back to the document that I've sent you. You can look at the photos and all the information for the homes that they used, and you can determine the ways that your home is more deficient or less valuable than the comps that the county has used. Now you'll have all the information and you'll be ready to prove why your market value should be lower. Step 2, assemble your evidence. Your evidence is going to consist of 2 things. 1, your comp package, and 2, pictures of your home's structural deficiencies. Let's start with the comp package. You know your home, and so once I've sent you all the homes that closed in your neighborhood the previous year, look through them and find 3, 4, 5 that are most similar to your home and lowest in price. Those homes are your comp package. Take the average of those homes and come up with a number that you want to present to the county. Assuming that number is below the market value that's on your notice of appraised value, you'll be proceeding forward with the tax protest, and that number is what you will give to the county as your opinion of value. And then when it comes to number 2, pictures of your home's structural deficiencies, when you're taking pictures, what you want to show the county, if you can, is anything that would qualify as a structural deficiency or functional obsolescence. You can Google that phrase to get an extensive list. Here are some examples of functional obsolescence. 1, backing up to a busy road. 2, having an unusual floor plan. Maybe you have to walk through a bedroom to get to the living room. 3, a home that's older than most in the neighborhood, especially if there's a lot of homes that have been completely renovated. 4, an unusual lot of land. Maybe it slopes down and there's really nothing you can do with the land. These pictures can also include an outdated kitchen, a roof that's sagging, pictures of cracks throughout your house that may indicate foundation issues, evidence of wood-destroying insects, outdated plumbing or electrical. Take as many pictures as you can, but just know that the county is most interested in the comps that you would use to justify a lower home valuation. So get those comps, average them out, and come up with that number that you're going to submit to the county. Step 3, submit your number to the county. You're protesting because you think the county's number for your home is too high. So you've assembled your evidence, you've got that number that you feel like your home is worth, and you're ready to submit your notice of protest. The deadline is typically May 15th to submit your notice of protest. Here's how you submit that notice of protest for Denton County. On your notice of appraised value, there will be an owner ID and a PIN to e-file. There will also be a website listed where you can go to e-file. Take that owner ID and PIN, go to that website. There will be step-by-step instructions. They change a little bit each year. Just follow those instructions. Here are a few tips as you're filling it out. When you're filling out the reason for protest, check the box that says incorrect appraised value or incorrect market value. It should be the first box. If it gives you the option for a phone call or a video call, choose that option. If it gives you the option to meet informally before a hearing, choose that option. If it gives you any option that avoids a hearing, I recommend choosing that option and trying to get it resolved before it goes to a hearing in front of a panel. There's also going to be a place to request evidence. Check that box. That means the county has to provide you with the comps that they have used to justify your value. You'll want that evidence so you know what you're up against. If they picked homes that are all within 200 square feet, then you know you need comps that are within 200 square feet. If they picked a home that's not in your neighborhood, then you'll know that's part of your case. You can let them know, hey, you picked a home in a more expensive neighborhood. My comps are here in my neighborhood. There will also be a place to enter your opinion of value. That's where you put the number that you've determined from looking at the lower comps. There should also be a place to submit evidence. That's where you can upload your comp package and the pictures that you've taken to show structural deficiencies and functional obsolescence. For many people, steps 1 through 3 are all the steps you'll need. In fact, I recommend doing steps 1 through 3 every year. However, if your number is denied by the county, it may not be worth taking this all the way to a protest hearing every year, especially if you've been denied in previous years. It may simply be that there aren't comps to justify a lower value. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just means that you really do have a high market value. Your net worth really is higher than you thought it was. However, if you've submitted your notice of protest, your number was denied, and you still feel like your valuation is unfair, there is another step or two that you could take. Step 4, schedule an appointment to meet with a county appraiser. This can be done on the county's Central Appraisal District website. It can also be done by calling the county, although they may just push you back to the website. The process of scheduling an appointment to meet with an appraiser can look different from year to year, but there's always a way to do it through the Central Appraisal District. And once you've got that appointment scheduled, you need to gather your evidence together and present it to a human being, to an appraiser, and explain why you think they should replace some of their high comps with some of your low comps. The goal of the meeting is to come to an agreement right then and there for the appraiser to reduce the value of your home in the county system. If you can't come to an agreement with them at that appointment, there is one more step you can take. Step 5, schedule a hearing. Generally, you want to come to an agreement with the appraiser because the hearing is going to take place in front of a panel of people who don't have the same expertise as an appraiser, so you may end up feeling frustrated at the end of the day that this panel is not seeing the evidence the same way you see it. However, there are people who have success at each stage of this process every year. So if you feel strongly about your evidence, schedule that hearing, make sure that you have requested the evidence that they are using to justify the value of your home, and then come prepared to show how their high comps should be replaced with some of your low comps. All right, I made a promise at the beginning of this video that I would share with you the easiest way to save on property taxes without even protesting, and I'm going to follow through on that promise. But first, I just want to reiterate that I would love to be your realtor, not just for tax protests, but also for buying and selling homes in the area. My contact information is in the description below. Feel free to reach out to me about anything real estate related. Okay, the easiest way to save on property taxes without protesting is to file for any exemptions that apply to you, your family, and your property. It doesn't require you to protest anything, and it can all be done online. I explain more in my Denton County homestead exemption video, so click here to watch that video, click here to subscribe, and here's another playlist you might enjoy. I'll see you next time.